The show's about to start. Are you ready? What's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of Who Dey Nation and the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cincinnati Reds, who won today 5-1 in overtime or in extra innings over Pittsburgh. Anytime you beat that city over there by West Virginia, as Bengal Jim calls it, is a good day. Now, this show, or do you favor, if you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,099 subscribers. Today and today only, you could be the 1,100th subscriber to my show. It's going fast, so you better hit that like and subscribe button. Now, this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, this is going to be a fun day. This is Bengals Super Fan Day. So let's get into this, and let's start off by, crap. Why are you always on the show?
Too bad, huh?
You're not the Bengalorian. You're not the Orange Arrow. You're not even Bengals captain.
I don't know anything about the Bengals.
You're just Jared. Why are you on the show?
You know what? When they show us on CBS Sports, I'm the guy standing behind the guys you guys are about to meet and hear about.
All right, well,
I'm just behind them. That's all.
I gotcha. All right, well, let's get to them. And I'll bring them in one at a time. But we got the Bengalorian. What's going on, man?
What's up, guys? How we doing? Who dey?
All right, well, then we got the Orange Arrow. What up? Welcome to the show.
What is going on, guys? Who dey?
Who dey? And then we have the one and the only Captain Obvious. Bengals Captain, what's going on?
Hello and Who Dey.
Who Dey, baby.
You got a green screen and everything. Where are you at? You look like you're all fancy.
It's nice warm night in Cincinnati.
Exactly. Well, I'd like to welcome all you guys to the show. I'm really excited. I think this will be a lot of fun. And I'll just get into it. How did you guys become Bengals fans? What made you want to dress up for the games and all that stuff? You can go with Bengalorian. You can go first.
Dude, I don't know. The Bengals, straight up. So last year, I've told the story before. We draft Joe Burrow. I'm excited. Everybody's excited. I'm watching Star Wars, and I'm like, oh, man, I think I can take that, and I can make that and marry it with the Bengals and go to games and just be crazy. And honestly, I always say is, I think that we're just regular fans, and the screw that was already loose in our head, it just fell out.
I like it. All right, Orange Arrow, you're up. How'd you become a Bengal fan? What made you want to dress? I hate saying dress up, but get in uniform. Let's go with that one. Get in uniform for the Bengals game to go to war. Let's do it that way.
Yeah, I actually it's all started with Cap over there. He posted something a couple years ago about we had this superhero called the Bengal, and he was like, man, why has no one done this yet? And I hopped on there. I'm like, man, I am all over that. Well, needless to say that suit, you can't just buy that anywhere.
Right.
Nobody wants to dress up for Halloween as the Bengals. So, long story short, I ended up becoming the Orange Arrow because I'm a hunter, I'm an outdoorsman, and I love bow hunting, and I love the show the Green Arrow. So, it just seemed to fit perfect.
There you go. All right, and I think the one who's been doing it the longest, they're Bengals captain. How did you get started? What made you want to do it? I mean, the Captain Obvious, I think that's a pretty good look. I mean, it was a pretty popular commercial.
Well, the funny thing is, I worked in with a construction company, IT, and nobody would listen to anything I had to say. So I'm like, you know what? I need to grow a beard in order to get any type of respect around here. And it just so happens it came in pretty well. And everybody's like, oh my God, you look like Captain Obvious. So we actually, the Bengal Bomb Squad tailgate, we got to be in a Microsoft commercial one time. And, Houday Baby is in our tailgate. The Houday Baby.
Yeah, I tried to get him on.
I always looked up to, wanted to be like,
Right.
Great guy, great look. And it's absolutely perfect because it's organic. He's not a thing that he ripped off. He is Houday Baby. Right. He is himself.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I can't go on this commercial with jersey tucked into my cargo shorts like I normally did. Like, I got to think of something. And last minute, I'm like, hey, you know what? Everybody calls me Captain Obvious at work. I might as well try to see what we can do. Ordered the polyester jacket that I'm sweating in right now off of Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
I had this from another costume. I tried the Captain Obvious for Halloween like the year prior. Everybody asked if I was a Nazi. It didn't work. So I wrapped this in orange. That worked. And lo and behold, we got whipped by the Ravens opening day. Absolutely slaughtered, if you remember.
Yeah.
And everybody laughed at the costume. I say, you know what? I'm going to wear it. If people can laugh at me in times of misery, I'm here for it.
There you go. All right, Bengalorian, you got a pretty cool story because you made the helmet. Well, you didn't make it yourself, but you designed it and painted everything. Go ahead. I'll let you tell the story.
Yeah, man. I just got a buddy that 3D printed them for me. He sends them and they come in this like really raw form where it needs like sanded down and everything. And it's this gray color, this gray filament. I whip out the sander, I go to work, and then what I do from there is I put a base coat on this thing, usually white. This one, luckily, I could just keep white, so it's simple, right? And then I'll slap color on it. Like here, I'll show you. I got the OG helmet here, the one that started it all, right?
Right.
And then I'll throw color on it, stripe it. I'll take like a Dremel. And man, I'm opposite here. I'm having to like do.
I know.
But I'll take a Dremel and I'll add some bow scars and then I just put it on and I make stupid videos with my kids and I post them to Twitter. That's what it's all about.
Hey, that's what I do. I make stupid videos all the time. So there you go.
Yeah.
And I love it because it almost it's almost like you took two things and added them into one. It's like you've got like it almost looks like a Spartan helmet, but it also looks like from the Star Wars trilogy. So like you were getting ready to say something. I noticed. Go ahead, man.
No, that's it. You got it right there. I took two things I love: Star Wars, and my wife would say my first love, but I love my wife. So my second love, well, third love. I got kids, so
there you go.
My third love, and I smack them together, man. And I just show up to games, and I try to have a good time with these guys here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's awesome.
You actually got to get into the sneak preview of the new stripes. I had to stand in line. I saw you there. I'm like, hey, and I'm like, where are you going? I'm like, and I found out you got a sneak preview. Sneak preak. That was pretty cool.
Say it 5 times fast.
I know.
Yeah.
It was really cool, man. Super humbling experience. I was honored to be there. It was really the first thing that I've done myself as this character with the Bengals. And to be honest, it sounds like and looks like they're going to do a lot more of that, and not just with us who decided to lose the screw in our head and put costumes on, but just fans in general, man.
Right. Well, I think it's awesome. And one thing I tweeted this out, and I think I hashtag all three of you guys, and I said I think Cincinnati has one of the best fan bases in all of football. I mean, that's one of the things I try to do with this show is to get the narrative out there that Cincinnati Bengals is a good organization, and we're damn proud to be Bengal fans. And I'm tired of all this stuff. Because look, I went down to the Super Bowl. Me and my wife went down there for our 24th anniversary. I didn't actually go to the game. We just went down there for all the fun. And I'm wearing my Burrow jersey, and I'm getting a lot of hoo-days. And this one guy looks at me and goes, "Bengals? Why in the hell are you wearing the Bengals?" I was like, "I'm from Cincinnati, and they're freaking awesome. That's why."
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why I'm always here to try to represent all my, the Bengals, Reds, Bearcats, all my teams, and just to say how great this city is. Now, let's get into the draft. Let's start there first. How do you guys feel about the draft? Were you guys excited? Arrow, I'll let you go first. You haven't got to say a whole lot. Go ahead.
Yeah, dude, I was so pumped. I was Team Chase card carrying member of Team Chase since the beginning of it. But yeah, just from round after round, it's like, man, every single one of these guys can make a big impact for the Bengals. And I felt the same way last year. These past 2 years that Taylor has really had a full off season to do everything. It's just like, I honestly think that he's done really well in the draft.
Bengals captain, go for it, man. What do you think?
Hey, I agree with that guy. We had some surprises.
Right.
People were really surprised about Jackson Carman outside of the leak to get people talking about him early.
Right.
But he's going to be a better fit, and
Yes.
fans are going to see that. We didn't reach, really. We didn't trade up. In fact, we traded back. We got great picks. We added more players, which allowed us to get the kicker of the future, which I can't wait to see him.
Oh, yeah.
And we better keep him this time.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to go through that again.
What is it you call him?
Oh, Foot Cannon. Very basic nickname.
Yeah, Foot Cannon. That's it.
There you go. There you go.
Cannon. I literally I can see the T-shirt with the photo of the foot and the cannon.
Yeah,
I like that.
I
like that a
Dalton's
lot.
signature. If you're listening,
Yeah.
I want to see a foot and a cannon on a T-shirt by the time we're done with the show.
Exactly. Well, Jeremy's already got a nickname for the kid we drafted out of LSU. Go ahead, Jeremy. What's your nickname for?
Tyler Shelvin is Big Daddy Bayou. I already let one of our special guests that we had Friday, Dave Lapham, who was awesome.
Always.
I already let him know. No playing around here. Trademark Big Daddy Bayou. This kid's he's gonna lift up some offensive linemen.
Well,
and he's going to push him around.
Let's be honest, though. If he actually uses Big Daddy Bayou, you will literally faint right there on the floor. Let's be obvious. All right, Bengalorian, you're up. What do you think about the draft?
I loved it, man. And they both said it best. I mean, Chase, right? Okay. Weapon, killer, awesome. Carman, I think, surprised a lot of people. But after the dust settles, look at him. He's going to come in and be a mauler at guard. Trading back to grab him allowed us to grab players like Osai and some of the other studs we're bringing in, like Big Daddy Bayou. Like, how can we not like the draft? Okay, maybe we didn't get the name that everybody was talking about, but we got guys that are going to come in and they're going to freaking produce. What more do you ask for?
I mean, honestly, I think there's a chance that the Bengals could have 3 starters out of this. I mean, obviously Chase, and obviously Carman, and I think Osai. I think he could eventually be our starting edge. I really do.
And the kicker.
Yeah, and the kicker. So that's 4. So, I mean, if you get 4 starters,
I'm really excited to see what he can do too.
Yeah, he's another one. I mean, and so I'm the more I've said this on lots of different shows I've been on and on my show. that the farther and farther I get away from this draft, the more and more I like it. I think they knocked it out of the park. I know everybody's like, well, it's a B, which grading drafts is just stupid. But I mean, I know all of us go look to see when they grade his ass, but you don't really know. Lapham said this on Friday's show. You don't really know until 2 or 3 years down the line, to be honest, of how good the draft is. But on paper,
Right.
I think it looks pretty damn good.
And you got some dumb butts in Cleveland that like to give us an F.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, the clown fans, they had a little bit of talk about they've got a playoff win. We don't, unfortunately. But I'll put it to you this way: Chase, Higgins, Boyd, oh my, there ain't gonna be anybody that can cover them. And then you got Mixon coming out of the backfield, and I think Captain America, Chris, what's the kid's name from Michigan? Chris Evans. I think he's gonna be another steal. He could be in the mold of Giovanni Bernard.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. He reminds me, the way he plays, so much of Gio. You know, I could just see that run against Miami that Gio had. I could see him doing something like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A lot of Bengal fans hate that pick for some reason. I don't understand why. He's literally built almost to the T. I'm a Buckeye fan. J.K. Dobbins, guy come out. He's a killer, man. And this guy literally, I mean, almost to the pound and the height is his build. And if you can take that and add, him catching the ball out of the backfield or from the slot or anywhere we might, want to put him, he's not going to be our starter. He may not even be our backup. But later on, I think that was a decent pick. Now, we do have a ton of questions, so I don't want to take up a ton of y'all's time because we've got a lot. But
yeah, if you guys have questions in the chat, go ahead and ask them. But go ahead, Jeremy.
Yeah, and this is just real quick. I was wondering what you guys thought. You guys are together a lot. You talk, I'm sure, a lot of Bengals. How do you feel about? Because we get these questions a lot. How do you feel about 2 years ago, or I guess you could say a year ago, or 2 years ago, we'll say anyway, we revamped the defense. We had a lot of injuries, but then this year, Mackenzie Alexander gone, Carl Lawson gone. We've completely kind of revamped it again. And what I wonder from you guys is what your thoughts is when it comes to that. Do you think that is something that was a good move, or do you think we should have gave last year's guys another year to kind of get together like they did the last 4 games really of the year, except the last one was a
We don't want to talk about the last game of the year.
No, I'll put that on Lou.
William Jackson, I'm sorry, he can kick rocks. I supported him. I cheered for him.
Me too.
And I get it. I absolutely get it. There might be a handful of fans out there that said something mean, but you know what? When guys like all of us are in the stadium screaming, losing our voice first quarter, almost passing out, my dumbass is in a polyester suit in 90-degree weather cheering for my guys, and he wants to go off saying comments like that. He can kick rocks. I could care less about him. We upgraded a corner, and I'm going to be watching him get burnt all year long. Lawson. I love Lawson. He's got the motor. I'll never forget seeing him his first training camp, the bend around one of those dummies, how he was nearly parallel with the ground to get around that dummy. But the injuries, and it never really turned into sacks. And I get it. I get the analytics, that, quarterback pressures are just the same. Yeah. But at the same time, you've got analytics saying, we need quarterbacks who can create. Well, if the league has got quarterbacks who create off of pressure, and you've got a guy who can only pressure quarterbacks into throwing 60-yard touchdowns, we need somebody who's going to pull them down. And I think we've got that. I think we again, we upgraded that. And I want to give a quick shout out to Crypt Keeper saying he sees me on TV every Sunday. I apologize for that. The TV guy is poor vision. I don't know. It's a neon suit. But yes, you know what? I think in a way we upgraded this offseason. And but we focus so hardcore on the offensive side in the draft. We did it in the draft last year for the defense. This year we did it offense. We've got a new team. There's no excuses. We're going to the playoffs.
I'm with you on that. Now I would bring this up about Lawson, and I said this on the show during the season. Lawson would get to the quarterback, like you said, he just couldn't get him down. The perfect example is against the Pittsburgh Squealers, where he's grabbing around Big Ben's legs, and Big Ben just goes whoop, and it's a touchdown. I'm like, God, get him on the ground. So I completely agree with what you're saying. Go ahead, Aaron. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, I love those guys when they were playing for us, and like Cap said, you know, when he goes on to that radio show and just starts trashing the fans, man, it was literally like a knife to the heart, because I really liked him. I mean, yeah, he struggled on double moves and stuff like that, but you know what? There's a lot of corners that struggle on double moves. Those aren't very, very easy to cover. So, but yeah, him and Lawson, I love Lawson. He just, that energy he had, and then I'm still holding out hope that Geno comes back.
Yeah.
Then, you know, guys like Carlos Dunlap and then Gio and AJ Green, man, that was
Love AJ.
knife to the heart too, man. Just for him from 2011 till now, I mean, it's a hard one to let go of. But yeah, I'm really excited about our defense this year, and I think I've seen a lot of talent and a lot of things that Lou did that I could see. You know, I can see this working. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know, hopefully now that he's got all of his players in, I'd say this is definitely a make it or break it year for him. But I'm very excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, I'm with John here. He says he's excited about a Woozier. So we all might be going a Woozier in the stadium.
Oh,
go ahead, Bengalorian. What do you think?
Oh, it's on site with William Jackson. I'll just start with that for real. But they'll get past that. I like, you know, those guys are gone. It is what it is. I don't even want to think about them anymore. If I ever saw them in the street, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for playing for us. I'm driving on. I'm going with Hendrickson. I'm going with Mike Hilton. I'm going with all these dudes that are on the team now because they're the ones in the stripes, baby. Exactly, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yep.
That's where my head's at. Short and simple. Let's go.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeremy.
No, you know what? Like I said, or like I asked, you guys just answered just each bit of it, and that said it all to me. And I'm with you, brother. You know what? I'm thrilled to have Mike Hilton. I don't know how we got Mike Hilton or how that worked out, but I'm telling you, I think that there's going to be a lot of fans that are going to be blown away by how well he plays, probably in the slot. But other than that,
he's gonna be blitzing a lot. That's what I'm excited about to see him do, because I think with him and the guys we got in the draft and the guys we had in free agency, I do think that Armadillo, and I don't know if you guys watch the show that much, I call Lou Armadillo until he starts getting the defense better. And I will gladly pronounce his name right just so I get my defense going. But I really do think Lou has a shot of putting a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks this year because of all and it's weapons. We have weapons on defense from Ogunjobi to DJ Reader to Big Daddy Bayou coming up the middle to the guys we got on the outside, Sample and Hendrickson and Hubbard and Osai. I mean, we got talent. I think this is the deepest team that in the Zach Taylor history of 3 years. You know, this is the most talent that him and Lou have had. So I think Arrow said it's time to put up or shut up. And I just got a feeling this is going to be a good year, and I think we're going to be better than what people think we're going to be, because I know everybody's got us. Yep. We're going to be picking in the top 5 again. Like, do you really? You see who we got? I mean, I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe I got my orange colored glasses on, which I probably do, which is fine. But I think we'll be a lot better than people think we're going to be. Go ahead, Jerry. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
And if you notice one thing about all these guys that Taylor and everybody's bringing in, number one, captains. You know,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Almost every one of them were captains. And number two, they're high motor guys.
Yes.
And they're going to bring the energy, and I'm excited about it.
Exactly. Got Jerry, had something else?
Yeah. Actually, I guess this is a quick two-parter, but I wonder how you guys felt about keeping Lou and keeping Zach after last year. I know it's hard after that last game. We even Jeff and Jeff was a Zach Taylor guy, or is still, I guess.
I still am. I was about jumped off the bandwagon after the last game of the year. I was pretty pissed off after that.
He was upset, and that was pretty embarrassing. And Lou ought to, be ashamed of the way that game went. So I wonder how you guys feel about that. And then we've also got the Ring of Honor coming up. And then once you guys get done talking about that, maybe Jeff can bring you guys into that conversation, because I'm really interested to see what you guys think about that and the future of the Bengals actually going forward too.
Okay, you asked like 3 questions. Which one do you want to start off with?
But you go ahead. Go ahead with Zach Taylor and Lou. How you feel about that?
Good.
As far as Taylor and Lou go, they're my coaches until they're not. Simple and sweet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Until the day that they walk out the door of Paul Brown and they're no longer employed by the Cincinnati Bengals, ride or die, baby. You know what I mean? That's exactly where my head's at. And then Ring of Honor, I think you said that we'll jump into that next question. So, Captain, you want to take the reins here?
Hey, I love to hear that about Zach Taylor, because when you look at he loves analytics. When you look at the analytical decisions, he's making smarter decisions. Fans absolutely ripped him the first game of the season for some of the play calling, that the third and long runs.
Yes.
He, for whatever reason, they had a few the first game. The second game they had less. From then on, they were almost non-existent, and fans were still like 3-4 games into the season. Oh, we always run on third and long. I'm like, no, we don't. You post a graph, you post statistics, and then they just kind of, normally they block me. They get mad and they block me. I'm like, whatever.
There you go. There you go.
Zach Taylor, he's shown some of the fire. He's shown the heart. He cares about the players. He cares about the fans. He's talked about the fans in post-game pressers. He's smart enough to know what's working and what's not, but he has not yet had what he wanted. I mean, he already had Burrow pretty much, getting rid of the ball quicker. He was commanding the offense better mid-season, looked like a vet. It was absolutely amazing. I trust in Zach. This is the year he's going to prove all the doubters wrong. Absolutely.
Wow.
Awesome. Ring of Honor, it's about time. But you know what? The fans didn't make that happen. The fans helped that happen.
Oh, for sure.
The team, I've talked to executives 3-4 years ago, and they told me how many times it'd been discussed. Once we showed how much we love that team, and it wasn't hanging insulting banners across overpass or anything. It was like, you know what? We want to celebrate our greats. We want that. We want to see that. We want to see some kind of honor in the stadium. We want to hear people talk about. We want to help push those guys in the Hall of Fame. They heard us, and that to me pushed it over the edge. And now we've got it. The positivity from the fans, from all of us, helped make it happen. And I couldn't be happier. I almost cried when they announced it. It's going to mean nothing but good things for the team, because the more positivity we can pump in that stadium, the louder we can get on defense. When things are tough, and we know in the past maybe they would have fallen apart, and we're there, we're strong, we're cheering, they're going to win. Exactly. Those close games, they're going to win those this year, and it's all on us.
Exactly.
That's true. That's
beautiful, Captain. That was beautiful. You should be a speechwriter.
Oh yeah, I definitely couldn't have said that better myself. With the Ring of Honor, all I gotta say, like Captain said, it's about time. I'm pumped about it. When they posted that video, I just had one big goosebump. I mean, it was just my whole body was just one big goosebump on that whole thing. But yeah, with Taylor and Lou, man, I think it was Logie. He had posted something about it earlier in the year, and he said year one, Zach Taylor comes in right after the Super Bowl. He comes in late. He has to rush to get everything together, get the team ready for the draft, pick his coaches out, do all of that in 2 months, 3 months, and we didn't even get Lou till was it March or close to that?
Yeah, it was right before the combine, 2 weeks before the combine is when we hired him, I think.
Yeah. And then year two comes around and COVID hits, and having to deal with all that, and once again and I know COVID, everything, everybody had that issue.
Yeah,
but I got to believe that put a lot of stress on them guys, and like Zach said in his postseason press conference when they asked him, if he was going to do the what do they call that? The Reese Senior Bowl.
Yeah,
he's like, no, man. I'm going to take a vacation. He's like,
yeah, they need a break.
Just tell he was up. But I think this year we will finally see what this team's made of, and I'm here for it. I'm excited about it, and I'm ready to go to the postseason and tear these teams up.
There you go. All right, now I have you guys on it. Now we have to bring some color and some beauty into this mess of fans here. So let's bring her in now. I call her Mrs. Obvious, but she's got Woo Baby on there. What's going on,
baby?
I'm Hubei. I'm trying to get every time I try to do my camera like a landscape, I go upside down. So I'll just be in portrait mode for now.
You're fine.
You look fine.
I tried to join Cap upstairs, but the green screen's too good.
Yeah,
I was sitting right next to him and he couldn't even see me.
Yeah, I saw something in the background. I'm like, I thought it might have been you, but I wasn't sure. But
I was sitting right next to him. I was like, you literally can't even see me. So I'm just winging it. I'm winging it in the man cave down here. So.
And I actually gave Cap. I brought him something virtually for the speech that he made, and this is for you, Cap. This is a bobbleheaded Dwight from The Office, and that's for you, bro.
Oh, jeez, you'll leave everybody speechless. All right, but I want to get into this. So we talked about the Bengals getting into the Ring of Honor, but I want to get into this too. Bengal Gyms, Jungle to the Hall, that I'm trying to promote as much as I can to get everybody out there up to it, because we need to get our voices heard to get the Ken Anderson and Ken Riley both into the Hall of Fame. Amen. So if you guys are planning on going, if you haven't go, I think every Bengal fan should go that can go, because if we don't get our voices heard, Ken Riley and Ken Anderson are going to get completely forgot, because you got Ken Riley, who's 5th all time in interceptions, still to this day. To me, I'm like, that drives me nuts. How is he 5th? And you got everybody above him, and 3 guys below him. They're all in, but he's not. And Ken Anderson was an NFL MVP, and he won the Freezer Bowl, and freaking Dan Fouts is in there, and Ken Anderson's not. So I always like putting that out there. I hope you guys are all going to go up there. I will be up there.
The secret is the fans. I mean, we have a million plus strong fans. The more fans we can get on social media, the more fans that we can get talking positively about our greats, about the team now, the more we can come together and actually, when the media tries to fall back on the old and busted myths, just go on the offensive and make sure they understand we're not going to take anymore. We're not going to sit idly by and hear about, they just sign convicts, the line from the 90s.
Right.
Or, they can't win in prime time, the line from Chicago's quarterback. All of these old and busted myths, we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're going to correct them. And the more the media can actually show us in a positive light, the more we can get the fans shown in a positive light, the more our greats are going to get looked at. in a positive light. And when we lift them up, the voices of 1 million people on social media, they're in. I guarantee you, we're going to be talking about this one day when Riley and Anderson are in the Hall of Fame. I have zero doubt we are going to make it happen.
Jeremy, you got another statue to say give that. That's another good speech. I got to give a check mark there.
You get Rick Grimes.
Just so now that means you have to come up and make a drive up from Alabama to go to a game with me, so you can give the Cap the statues now.
There you go. I got some extra seats for you, buddy.
And hey, that's right. And I'm a man of my word. When I come up, you'll have it.
Oh, trust me, he's coming. He's coming, and he's gonna be in section 158 with me. So we're gonna be there. I'll be there every game, and he's gonna be one of these games. Hopefully more than that, but we'll see.
Definitely.
So,
hey, the 25th, I go to pick out my seats, so I'm ready to go.
There you
go. That's great.
Yeah, I upgraded mine, so I'm down in 158 down at the south end zone. So
I love that.
You got a pick of that, Jeff?
What's that?
He's asking if I got a picture of it. I did on yesterday. Let me see.
Yeah, I saw a picture. I thought. I'm so excited about everybody getting season tickets. The fact that you can get $400 for the whole season, I think is just awesome and makes it accessible to, pretty much everybody, I feel like. And I really hope that we can really pack the jungle this year. I hope that they'll let us be at full capacity and let, anybody who wants to go can go. And I think that that's so great. And I really hope that, more and more people will continue to become season ticket holders, because I really feel like it's such a huge blessing to be a season ticket holder, because you get so many cool perks. There's so many cool things that we get to do.
Right.
And different communications, they reach out to us about different things. And, you can't even vote for the Bengals honor thing if you're not a season ticket holder. So I feel like that's just really great incentive to get everybody some season tickets. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I'm go ahead. Whoever's talking, go ahead.
I think DeWine's speaking to the great state of Ohio right now, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to go on the same time. He's trying to steal my thunder and be on the same time my show is. But I mean,
how dare he?
Exactly. Well, as far as what I've heard is the numbers are going down, and I think it's going to be full capacity by Bengals season, and I can't wait for Joe freaking Burrow and the Bengals to run out of that tunnel to a full jungle and all of us screaming our freaking heads off, because it's going to be even louder now because we couldn't do it last year. It's going to be even louder. I mean, dude, I'm Aaron, I got goosebumps just talking about it. I'm ready to go. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah.
And it looks like the first game is going to be against the Minnesota Vikings, according to the leaks. Well, actually, that is official because the
that's NFL, official now.
Yeah. The NFL tweeted that out. So it will be against the Vikings. I think it's a chance for our first win. I'm not scared of it. I mean, Jefferson was already talking about how much better Joe freaking Burrow is than his own quarterback. So what's that tell you?
Yeah. Not only Burrow, but he was also talking about how Justin Fields is better than him too.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yep. Ace, what's up, brother? My boy from New Stripe City. What's going on, man?
Hi, Ace.
Shout out Ace and Zim. Who day?
Yeah. Who day? So, all right.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm also really excited for the first game for them, for the rookie. I mean, the rookies last year and the rookies this year. So T and Joe Burrow and all the guys from last year and this year not having that full experience. I'm really looking forward to that also. So
we got to get loud.
Well,
you know what? I'll tell you what. Yeah. Let's think about if we can. The gates open around 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
If I realize everybody loves tailgating, but if we could pack that place when the gates open,
early,
all the players are on the field warming up.
They'll be like,
all of a sudden they look up and they see all of us just cheering.
Yeah.
Dude, they're going to go back to the locker room ready to run through a brick wall, and they're going to come out and hit somebody when the whistle blows.
Exactly.
I'm all in.
That's true.
I'm with you. Like I said, I will be down there, and you have to remind me of that when we get closer to it, because I'll start having fun, tailgating, having fun, going, oh, crap, I got to get in the game.
It's easy to do. Yeah.
But that's a great idea. Get in there and show our support for the Bengals, because some of us got to get in there last year, but not everybody. Everybody that wants to go, I think, is going to be able to go this year, and we need to show these guys how much they mean to us, how much we miss them, and how much we support them this year, and how much freaking fun this is going to be. I think I'm so excited for the season. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. I think we're going to get the first dub against the Vikings. Yeah, Jeremy, what you got,
man? I hope you're right. I had a question for you guys, though. I know we talked a little bit about your. We won't call them costumes. I think we're calling them jerseys right now.
I think we just we'll call them uniforms. They're getting ready. Uniforms. They're getting ready to go to war. We're getting ready to go to war, so it's uniforms, man.
I'm ready to sell discounts on hotels.
That lost it.
Okay. How exactly was it that you guys came together? I know we talked a little bit, but I mean, have you guys been lifelong friends? Were you in the same section? How did it come to be that you three fans that literally, if I wasn't in Alabama, I would figure out something to wear beside you and, do whatever I could do to, represent Cincinnati. But how did that work out? How did it all end up?
The magic of Twitter.
Yep.
Social media.
It started with Twitter. Now I have a huge man crush on Bengalorian. It's just grown from there.
Bengalorian, yeah.
But that's the beauty of it. It's when I got sick of hearing some of the negativity. There was one large voice on Twitter that was just constantly ripping the team, and it was unfair. Called himself a Bengals fan, completely unfair. I'm like, I'm tired of it. I didn't see anybody else sticking up for the team. So I said, you know what? I spent how many years on Cincy Jungle? I did a little writing, did a lot of arguing till 2, 3 a.m. trying to defend Andy Dalton. Like, hey, I hate social media. I do. Yeah. I absolutely hate it. That's why I take time off.
Right.
And
that's why I didn't know if you're coming on the show or not.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Other story, but I won't cry on camera. So
you're right. Yeah, we don't get to that one. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot because we have got to have some type of way to go directly to these people bashing the team. So the account's grown a ton. I hate to talk about followers because, I don't care about a number. I care about the fact that so many people want to share the positivity that they would actually hit a button and want to see me go on a rant or make a gif of me spanking my wife. I am so appreciative of everyone who would want to witness that.
Hold on, I'm writing down my number. I'm kidding.
Go ahead, did you see that, Jeremy? Did you see that gif? We might have to.
We can let that die. That can die. We can let that go away.
Look, Jeremy's a newbie to Twitter. He's not. He just got his a new Twitter account.
We'll show him the ropes.
Yeah.
Sure do. But it's born from that positivity. I'm not even sure. I feel like Bengalorian just randomly messaged me asking questions one day, and I thought the idea was just phenomenal because the Stormtrooper was so popular.
Yeah.
And, he's kind of went off and on. And then Arrow pops in and, hey, sometimes we have iterations. Sometimes we think of something and we try again. I'm digging, the hood and the eye. It's easy. It's perfect. It looks great. Great idea. The Bengalorian's just growing, just stratospheric proportions. It's insane. I'm going to be asking for his autograph. And like, hey, can I take a picture?
A lot of people will.
It's all Twitter, and now I call them friends, and I can't wait to hang out with everybody in person.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a blast. That's it. And I gotta jump on what you're saying about, and I call them the grumpy Bengal fans, the grumpy old men Bengal fans. And I had there's a lot of them. Well, not as many on my show as there used to be because they don't like what I had to say because I'm positive. So I kind of got in arguments with them.
We tend to go our separate ways, don't we?
Right, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know how many times I've heard, Mike Brown still owns the team, and they're not going to do anything. They never signed any free agents.
Yep.
I'm like, did you see the last 2 years? Like, have you seen what they've done? Well, they don't ever do anything for the old players. They're getting a Ring of Honor. Like, it's changing, all right? That's a narrative I keep trying to put out with my show, that it's changing for the good, and that's what we need to get out there. And I agree with you, Captain. I am so sick and tired of everybody being negative. Because, I mean, honestly, if you're doing a show like mine, would you want to sit here and listen to me go, man, that sucked. That was terrible.
Exactly.
Horrendous. I mean, man, who wants to watch that?
So Iceman, you're going to try to sell me a product that you tell me sucks, and I'm going to hand over money to you. That's not good marketing.
Sounds great. Count me in. Take my money. It sucks. Never changes. Great.
Yeah.
Like why? I don't get it. I don't get it.
We can complain. We can have moments where we're frustrated.
Absolutely.
I know almost all of us called out the offensive line was not playing the way it should. That's normal. That's completely normal. People have a moment of passion where like, screw this team, blah, blah, blah. But they come back and they keep cheering on. Those fans, they're all one of us. It's the ones that have the agenda who don't want to listen to what's going on. Hey, if you don't think Chase was the right pick, great. But don't just cast off the entire draft because Bengals. No. It's over. It's done. It's a new team. It's a new era. We got new stripes. We got Bengalorian. We got Arrow. Let's go. Who dey?
Exactly. And that's the thing I can say too when we're talking about the draft. Everybody's like, oh, well, the Bengals are stupid. They got to draft soon because Joe Burrow's going to die. No, he's not. I'm like, that's not, just because you don't draft this guy doesn't mean this is going to happen. I mean,
Right.
Palmer got hurt. He had a good offensive line. Andy Dalton got hurt. He had a good offensive line. I mean, it's freaking football.
The way that he got hurt too was such a fluke thing too. I mean, it's not like, you know what I mean? It's like you can directly say like, this is your fault. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people would like to, because that makes life easy to point the finger at one thing and say, this is why, but life is not that simple.
Good comment, Steven.
Did you guys hear about poor Penei Sewell has COVID now? How sad is that?
Oh,
That sucks.
I couldn't
He
believe
couldn't
that. I was
block
like,
COVID.
oh my, and he stayed home. He stayed home with his family in that rented house. Like there was like this whole thing, and he still got COVID. God love him.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I couldn't believe that.
poor
But,
dude.
I know. Anyway, but
Arrow,
yeah, I agree.
Arrow, you still there? Or hold on. I think Arrow left. Wait, where did
Oh.
Arrow? Yep,
I thought he was just real still.
There you go. Now he's back. There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'm like, where'd he go?
We're gonna say we ain't done with you yet, man.
Yeah, we're not done yet. We're not done yet at all.
I'm hanging out in the parking lot in Springfield. I don't know if my service is good or not, but
No, you're good. I'm actually
not
that's honestly I was kind of worried about that, having this many people on, because sometimes my internet goes crazy with just me and this guy on the
I
show.
can't wait till the police department knocks on his window while he's sitting in a parking lot with a hood.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing here?
Fortunately-
Well,
That would be Jeff sitting in his Pinto with a Bengals blanket on the back, and then him on his phone, like, "Hey guys, tonight 5:30." You know.
well, it is kind of weird because I will be doing I do live hits or whatever to tell everybody about the show and stuff, and sometimes I'll do it in public and people look at me like, "What the hell are you doing?" I said, "I'm talking about the Bengals. Leave me alone."
I love it.
We love them. We love our Bengals.
Just own your weirdness. You know, who cares what
Yeah,
the random people in society think.
Exactly.
We're not normal. We've never been normal. Let's be honest.
Why would you want to be
This is
normal?
just the latest. This is just the newest outlet for our, channel our weirdness. So
if you're normal, you're boring, right?
totally.
There you go.
Exactly. So, all right. So you guys have all been season ticket holders a lot longer than I have. I've only been doing it for 2 years now. So what is your favorite memory or favorite memory at the stadium? It doesn't have to be a play or game, or it could be tailgating or just whatever. What is your guys' favorite memory of being in Paul Brown Stadium?
Oh, mine is most recent. Honestly, my new favorite memory is being at that Steelers game when Ryan Finley picked them apart. Man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a cool day.
That was a great game.
I think my favorite memory was the very first time I got to be on the field. I think it was I think it was when we went to a stadium tour, one of the first years that we were season ticket holders. And that was the first time I'd ever been on the field. And it was just a really surreal experience, standing on the B and looking up at all the stands and looking around at everything. That was just really a really cool moment for me.
Exactly. Arrow, what do you got?
My favorite memory is, and it has nothing to do with the season or anything. My son got to go to Paul Brown Stadium for the first time when they had the jersey reveal, and just to see the excitement he had, and going into the pro shop and seeing everything, that was definitely a fun moment for me.
There, Captain, what's yours?
I want to call out a couple comments or two. Michael Huber, you got season tickets. Welcome. I can't wait to see you. JC Houday, you are the legend. Not me, you are. And you know what? It's going to sound selfish. My favorite moment, just because it's never happened. And Marvin Lewis was a good dude.
Yeah.
Talked to him how many times, but never had interaction with him like I had with Zach Taylor. And the Jets win, the first win, and he's coming off the field, and we locked eyes, and I'm just like, dude, like I wanted it so badly for him. Like I wasn't even thinking about us. I wanted it for him because I know a little bit about his work ethic. He's a type of guy, he'll work till 4 a.m.
Right.
He didn't get to see his family a lot last year, partially because of COVID, partially because he's a hard worker. Amazing family, great wife, great kids, just amazing people. And it killed me because what was it? The Arizona game ended badly. It was winnable. And he come off the field and his face, you could see the pain. He wanted that win. And I yelled out to him. I said, hey coach, we're still here, man. We'll be here next week. And he looks up and, he just gives me a little thumbs up and, that pained grin. And he won. And he runs up, locks eyes, he points. I point at him and he high-fives me. And then he talked about me during the presser. I'll never forget because he said, I don't know what his deal is.
I don't know what his deal is. That was my favorite part of that whole thing. He was like, I don't know who he's supposed to be or what his deal is.
It's obvious who he's supposed to be.
That was my favorite part of the whole thing. He didn't even get it. He just knew, like, this guy is loud, and I see him every week, and every week he yells at me, and now we finally got a win. He didn't even care. He didn't even get it. He didn't care, but he still appreciated it. So that was my favorite part of that whole thing.
Yeah, that is awesome. That'll never happen again, and that was incredible.
Never say never. I mean, you never know. We'll see. And
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Super Bowl win. He's going to come up and high-five me. There you go.
Home playoff win. I could see it happening again.
Well, that's another thing I kept telling everybody when I was down at the Super Bowl and I was wearing my Burrow jersey. They're like, you guys haven't won nothing. I said, no, not yet. But I said, it's coming. I said, don't worry. I said, it's coming. Oh, whatever. I'm like, hey, we got Joe freaking Burrow, dude. You guys don't. So it's coming. I think, and that's the brings you to, I think, the next 3 years. And I think with everybody signed, because we got all the young guys all signed for next 3 years, I think next 3 years is our best chance to accomplish what we all want, and that's a Super Bowl. And honestly, I make fun of Jeremy saying, Dave Lapham mentions Big Daddy Bayou, he'll pass out. If we win the Super Bowl, I'll freaking pass out. I'll be crying. I'll be like, this is so cool.
I will absolutely be crying. Yeah.
I was there in '88. And my parents, I've told a story before. My parents' old house, they probably covered up by now, but in the closet, there's 2 holes punched in the wall when we lost to the freaking Sucky Niners. I was a 12-year-old. I was very upset. My uncle, who he went to the first Super Bowl in Pontiac. He went there. He was at the Freezer Bowl, and I got a hat somewhere in here from that Super Bowl still. So I've been a Bengals fan forever. So when I'm going to speak into existence, when they win a Super Bowl, it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to be right here on my show going, who freaking die?
Yeah.
I love it.
Now, Jeff's got, like 5 years on me or whatever. So I just want to put that out there. He's the old guy of the show. But anyway, But you know what? I did have one more question for you guys, and then Jeff, whatever you may have, man, roll
dude.
with it. I just wanted to kind of see what y'all's feelings were when it comes to the health of Burrow and Hopkins, and was wondering if maybe you've heard anything different other than Zach Taylor saying he's not going to play. He's going to, well, he's never said he's going to start first game, but he's not going to, do anything over the summer. So to me, what would you guys do if you were the Bengals? Would you have brought in maybe another backup quarterback just in case, or do you feel like he's going to be ready game one, no practice, no, just go after it? What's y'all's opinion?
I can tell you from firsthand knowledge, Burrow and I, we tore our ACLs about the same time. I had my surgery a little bit before him. I recovered.
Oh, man, okay.
I'm jogging around, man, and I've got probably an ounce of work ethic compared to that guy in his drive.
There you go.
I have the
Love it.
confidence that warrior is going to be out there week one, and he's going to hit Chase on a fade, and we're all going to just be drunk, fat, and happy, filled with Skyline and Bud Light, going nuts all over.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree with Bengalorian, because I have also torn my ACL, and it's really not that bad of a recovery, honestly. The technology that they have now with orthopedics is pretty amazing. So I really have the utmost faith that he will be starting week one. Now, as far as a backup, I think we're probably in okay shape. It could look better as far as the depth, but I really am confident that he's going to start week one.
Okay, and have any of y'all definitely you, Arrow, for sure, want to get, but I believe it was ACL, partial MCL. Is that
yeah?
So that man, I don't know, but go ahead, Arrow, man. What's your take on it?
I mean, on that, you definitely have to ask the nurse in the house right now. I can't really speak to that, but.
Yeah, it's so like the ligaments in your knee, they all kind of like crisscross over each other, and it kind of holds your knee like in a secure position. And your MCL is one of the more inside ones. It's not one of the main ones. So partially tearing that, it's really not a big deal. When you list it off as part of the injury, it makes the injury sound a lot more extreme. But honestly, mostly for a partial tear, especially on the MCL or the LCL, medial or lateral is how they're called. But if it's partially torn, it will scar itself back together. There's no repair needed for that. They don't have to graft anything. They don't have to do anything for those types of tears. They just sort of scar themselves back together. So that is like a much lesser concern than the ACL.
I appreciate you bringing that to my attention, because I had no idea about that. And you hear all these different things on the internet, and the way that you just put it out there, really, for even everybody watching, was perfect. I appreciate that very much.
I tell you,
no
if
problem.
I ever stumble over drunk in section 158 and knock my head, I've got utmost confidence that she can take me right up right there.
She got you. Sam Windling had a good point.
I believe you're a nurse practitioner. Is that right?
Yeah, and I work in cardiothoracic surgery, so I'm not so great with like first aid, but but if you need heart or lung surgery in the Cincinnati area, I got you covered.
Yeah, but
so Sam Wendling said that last year we went 4-11-1, and 87 we went 4-11, and 88 we went to the Super Bowl. I like that comment. I like where his head's at.
Yeah, exactly.
Crypt Keeper also. The wife is awesome. Thank you. I think she's super cute. I appreciate that. You can give her all the compliments you want. I'm here for them. And Jeff Holmes actually had a really good question.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. Yeah. What opponent are you guys looking forward to watching the Bengals whoop this coming season? Well, for me, it's Squealers. I want to whoop the Squealers.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. That's always on my list.
I'm the most excited about, just because of all the talking points. Joe freaking Burrow.
There you go.
Against Trevor Lawrence and against his former coach that didn't think he was good enough to play. I mean, there's just all the talking points in the world, and I can't wait to see him whoop up on the Jaguars.
I don't know what it is about Trevor Lawrence's face, but I just want to punch him right in his face.
I mean,
I know that that's not kind, but I just
purple.
really hate his face.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Is that a Step Brothers reference there?
Yeah, but it's also true.
Exactly.
Yeah. He looks like actually what Stifler in like old school, like the
Yeah.
you know, you can't tell if he's Kylie Jenner or the other one. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Damn it, Jeremy, you lost the show again. God.
I just love to hate on him. I just
beat the Chargers. I want to see us beat the Chargers.
There you go.
Oh, that would be great too. Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, number one is Pittsburgh. Number two would be
Burrow discussion. But
Yeah.
I like to say, hey, they can both be good quarterbacks, but it would also be nice to be able to put that medal over our head.
Yeah, this is some of the stuff I got from Bengals. Where's that? Bengals Wire. They're saying the Jaguars game could be a Thursday night game. So that's not surprising at all. The first, back-to-back number one overall draft picks, and they face each other in the national championship. And Joe Burrow is going to whoop his ass again. Just saying that now.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow has more heart.
Yeah, he apparently cares about playing football, which apparently Trevor Lawrence doesn't even care about playing football, which I'm sorry, but if that was my team that I cheered for, or even my teammate that I'm playing next to, I would take serious issue with that comment. I mean, I know everybody's like, oh, there's more to life than football. Oh, it's fine. It's a good thing. I'm like, no, if I'm paying this money to see you, you better freaking care a little bit. Like,
you better have a chip on your shoulder.
That comment did not sit well with me. And I understand both sides of it. I understand the people who blew it off, but I would not be okay with one of my guys saying that personally.
Well, and that's the thing, though. If you're going to play at this level, it's got to consume you. I mean, it does. I mean, I hate to say it, but look at Tom Brady. It freaking consumes him. And look how good he is. That's where, if you want to be that good, it's got to be your life, to play football, play any professional sport. You can't just go, it's not my whole life. Well, that's not a good sign to me. I agree with you there. I think
it's be really good. It's your prerogative. You can choose to be really good, but if you want to be elite, that's not the attitude.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because look at Tom Brady. I mean, the guy has literally spent over half his life doing this. And when you see what he does and how he works out and how he eats, some of the things that pop up on the internet are just insane. And the guy's, 41 now or 40, whatever.
No, he's like 43, isn't he?
Oh, is he 40?
I
My back hurts in the morning.
Yeah.
And he's won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
for real.
Yeah, he's like, I think I'm like 3 years older than him or something like that. I don't know. And everything hurts when I get up. So anyway, it's 6:30. I've had to go ahead, Bengalorian or Arrow. Sorry.
What gets me the most excited about Burrow is he has that same mindset. I mean, they asked him what one of the first things he was going to spend his money on, and he says a nutritionist. I mean, the guy is all about football.
Yep. And that's what you want. That's what you want in the guy who is leading your football team. And that's a guy where if I played with him, he's gonna make me want to run through a wall for him. So
oh yeah.
Those are always we try to show there. What is that?
The man, Joe Burrow.
I got it. I can see it.
We can end on that note.
There we go. Right
Yeah.
there.
That's good.
Real quick. Is that Who Bay?
Yeah.
I love it. I freaking love
Thank
it.
you.
You keep that and you run with it. Yeah.
So you gonna change your Twitter name to that, or you should stay Mrs. Obvious still?
I changed it, but I was afraid nobody would know who I was. My @ is the Hubei, but I'm also Jess, so most people just know me as Jess. I'm fine with Jess.
Well, Jess,
Or Hubei.
you were on Strawberry Ice Show, and it's running worldwide, so everybody's gonna know about it now. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, obviously,
Worldwide.
obviously.
But honestly, seriously, I appreciate all you guys coming on. This has been an absolute blast. I cannot
Thank you.
wait till the season starts to get there and hang out with you guys and in person, drink some beers, and go cheer our Bengals on.
You ain't
Welcome
kidding.
to the jungle, baby.
There you go.
Yep.
And
True day.
just real quick, I'm going to be looking for some sort of a mask in my mailbox or coming from UPS at some point. 'Cause they're too freaking cool.
We just need you to
Other
cover
than
that.
that, I'm kidding, brother. I can't wait to see you at a game. All of y'all. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, we just need you to cover the. You just need to cover the face up on the show. It would help out a lot, Jeremy. All right, guys. Who Day. Appreciate you.
Hooday.
Thank you very much. Yep. Scroll down there. There we go. Now you got everybody else.
Hopefully nobody gets naked or
a lot of people to jump off there. I was trying to get them all off real quick. But, dude, that was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's the super fans for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I say we get the hell out of here because the schedule release is starting here at 8 o'clock. So I'm ready to go find out officially who we're going to play.
That's where I'm about to be myself, my
Sounds
brother.
Good to me. All right, dude. I want to thank all the Facebook groups that let me live stream. They're Hooday Nation, great Bengals group. Make sure you guys check that out. Cincinnati Reds riding third, heading for home. Bearcat Country, a great Bearcat group. Ohio State Bucknuts for Bucknut crazy guys like this guy right here. And we got the Ice Bar, which is a show page, just a virtual bar. Make sure you go there. We can talk Bengals, we can talk Reds, Bearcats, talk whatever you want. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, which I have 1,061 likes, and I have 1,159 followers. I'm on Twitter at Jeff A. Trenopole. I have 532 followers. Not as much as half the guys that were on the show here. They probably got more followers than I do. So follow me on Twitter. Let's try to get that up. I'm also on Instagram, which I have a whole 89. I've been a Facebook guy for a while, so I'm trying to get on all these other ones. That's why these other ones are so low. TikTok, you can follow me at Iceman90. I got 227 followers there. I'll be pulling a sound off later on tonight, putting it on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, pretty much wherever you guys get your podcasts. If you can't watch the show for an hour and you want to listen to it, or you want to listen to it again at work tomorrow, throw your earbuds in and download the podcast. Make sure you give me a 5-star review and like, rate, and review. YouTubers, like I said, today, it might happen while we're on the show, I don't know, but I am at 1,099. Today only, you could be the 1,100th subscriber to the show, and I would appreciate it. And other than that, Jeremy, tell them about your Twitter.
All right, my Twitter is JeremyD84. It's very simple, or it's
It's not Dimebag.
no, it's JD84 Jeremy.
You should probably write that down.
You know, I probably should. Just I tell you what. This is what I'm gonna do. You know, we were gonna end the show and let you guys go early. But
nobody's watching now anyway. This is
exactly.
the part of the show.
They can
the show's over. Just two morons talking.
It's Jeremy D84. You should be able to find me there, but if not, it's D84 Jeremy. So either way, you know what? I guess I do need to start promoting it more because I just opened it, and you know, if you don't do anything with something, nothing will ever happen.
Exactly.
But also wanted to mention one thing that Jeff just got done saying. He mentioned numbers and the people that are watching us. And let me tell you something one more time. I know you've heard the story, but Jeff didn't start this for numbers. I didn't jump on with him for anybody caring. We literally do this, especially Jeff, every day. I'm not on here every day. Jeff is on here every day to give you guys your sports, to give you guys entertainment. And I'm telling you, Keep watching Strawberry Ice. Tell your friends, family, send them to YouTube, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Hit the notification button. And other than that,
everybody, all together now. Here we go.
As always, remember one thing and one thing only. And that is, you don't live in Cleveland. You live in Cincinnati. So act like it. Keep watching the show. We love you guys. On to you, Jeff.
Who Day. The Bengals are going to whoop ass this year. It's going to be a blast. If you guys don't have season tickets, I recommend you go get them because you can hang out with crazy guys like us and everybody that's on the show. It was so much fun. I appreciate Bengalorian, the Arrow, Wube. Did I say that right? Hube. Hube. And Bengals Captain Obvious. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys coming on the show. We'll definitely have to do this again. And other than that, that's just sports, baby. See ya!